You still on? Okay. No problem on that. All right. Here we go. Okay. Pretty good tan, huh?
That was Steve Martin on The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. He wasn't just a regular talk show guest. He was Carson's ultimate agent of chaos, armed with a deadpan delivery, absurd props, and a sheer mastery of anti-comedy. Martin didn't just tell jokes. He completely shattered the rules of late-night television, from playing arrogant alter egos to actively hijacking live interviews. He turned every appearance into an unpredictable masterpiece. Today, we are breaking down his most brilliantly unhinged performances. 1. Steve Martin destroys Johnny's ego. Only Steve Martin could survive insulting Johnny Carson across 66 legendary appearances. Tonight, relive a bygone era as Steve brings his personal diary to brutally review the King's performance.
Yes. I'll have to be honest with you. I can't lie to you. We know each other too well. Sure. I have not seen Parenthood yet.
Fine.
I only have the courage to keep going and be memorable.
Wouldn't that be funny? You never come back at all? Yeah.
Never. Wouldn't that be funny?
And you know... No, we don't want to mess up your routine on this. I mean, the number of times you've been here. This is yours. Somebody pointed out. Do you have any idea how many appearances you've made on The Tonight Show over the years?
I think it's like...
Parenthood was a massive hit, yet its star never bought a ticket. Now, Steve reveals the meticulous secret behind his 66 Tonight Show appearances.
60 or something.
66.
66.
66 times.
I do have an idea because I always keep a diary of the show and you know how I did and what material I used and how it went over and things. That's interesting. Yeah, I've always kept that with all my
diary.
Career. I bring it down with me and like after the show I'll make quick notes on how it went so I know what I did so I don't, God forbid, ever repeat any material.
Oh, that's right. That's a show business sin.
That would be terrible, wouldn't it?
Well,
like to do something you did 5 years ago that no one remembered that went great and then do it again.
Oh man.
After dozens of visits, avoiding repetition was crucial. As Steve opens the 1984 vault, Johnny is about to learn what his guest truly thinks.
Did you bring your diary tonight?
I always have it with me, yeah.
Well,
you want me to read something?
yes.
Oh, God.
If it's not too personal.
No, it's fine. Sure.
If diary is intentionally personal possession, you know, and I wouldn't want you to...
I think every show business personality should keep a diary of how their shows went.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, here's one. December 8th, 1984, for a Tonight Show. Good show, went well, lots of laughter. Ed, very funny. Johnny seemed sluggish.
Calling the king of late night sluggish takes nerve. But moving into 1985, Steve finds a completely different reason to be disappointed.
Every performer has those.
April 2nd, 1985. Great shot. I felt great. Audience was great. Wall-to-wall laughs. Everything seemed to work. Ed, funniest I've ever seen him. Johnny seems sluggish.
Yeah, but this is 66 appearances you made.
I did a lot, so yeah. November 12th, 1985. Very funny appearance. Did longer than usual because things were going so well. Doc, exciting, colorful, and vibrant. Ed was hilarious. Johnny just didn't seem to be there. In fact, he wasn't there. It was Jay Leno.
Jay Leno frequently filled in during the 80s. Johnny thought he was safe, until Steve flips to 1986 and masterfully pivots the punchline right back.
Comedy is cool. Yeah, it's cool. October 2nd, 1986. Sensational appearance. I was really on a roll. One of my best shots. Audience was really hot.
And?
About you? Oh, yeah. Sluggish. Let's see. September 24th, 1987, I was hysterical. Lots of ad-libbing that played all sensationally. Johnny was terrifically funny. There's a note here, if you can call sluggish terrifically funny.
Carson rarely broke character, but Steve's deadpan was his kryptonite. By 1987, the sluggish disease officially infected the entire Tonight Show family.
December 5th, 1987. I was bad. Real bad. But compared to Johnny and Ed, I was fantastic. April 10th, 1988. Great show. One of my best. Audience seemed to love me. Big applause. Ed, Doc, Johnny. Sluggish. Well, there it is.
How about Tonight Show now? After the show, you will
I will fill
in.
How? I may as well do that now.
Yes, why not?
Dragging Ed and Doc into the mud was pure genius. The real masterpiece begins when Steve decides to document tonight's performance live on the air.
Well, let's see.
The old diary up to date here.
So it'd be August 30th, 1989.
Right.
Great appearance. Top of my form. Audience loved me. Just underline that. Not only is the comedy funny, but it has depth and meaning. Much of the audience actually felt moved and laughed through their tears. Let's see. Johnny.
That deliberate misspelling was an improvised dagger. After thoroughly destroying Johnny's ego, Steve transitions to his favorite co-stars, children, with a completely unhinged twist.
Kids,
They
basically.
were great. They were great. Of course, I had it easy because I only had them on weekdays. And I went home at 7. But I really got along with them well. I found that through humor, you can really reach them, and they catch on to your sense of humor, and you get a little...
And you can't talk down to them.
No, you can't talk down to them.
Yeah, because they sense that right away if you're being patronizing.
Yeah. In fact, we used to do a gag that I would teach them, and every morning the little girl would go, and the little boy, Jason and Allison, they'd go, "Steve!" and they'd run at me. This was all rehearsed.
No one pivoted from wholesome charm to visual absurdity, quite like Steve Martin. That unpredictable danger was exactly why Carson kept him around. 2. Steve Martin's legendary TV prank. Steve Martin didn't just tell jokes. He weaponized absurdity. On this particular night, his anti-comedy and unscripted chaos transformed the Tonight Show stage into a completely surreal playground.
You have to forgive me because whenever I tell that joke, I get kind of depressed. I shouldn't talk about this, but it was my old girlfriend's favorite joke, and sometimes after this show, I'd come home. We were together about 3 years, and I'd come home and tell it to her, and she'd laugh, and I get kind of sentimental because she's not living anymore, and that's... And I guess I kind of blame myself for her death. I shot her. Okay.
Most comedians use national television to sell records, but Steve preferred anti-comedy. After abandoning conventional promotion, he prepares to take a surprisingly dark turn.
Isn't that a happy sound? When you're with me, it's like being at Shakey's Pizza all the time. I think people who are out of work, instead of giving them money, we should give them a banjo, because it's so happy. They can just go home and, "Did you get a job today, dear?" "Nope." Doesn't matter, though. Sing along, kids. I just thought the banjo was the one thing that could have saved Nixon. If he went on television and went, "Hi, everything's great."
That masterclass in deadpan delivery left the audience completely disarmed. But the mood quickly shifts as he introduces a musical prop to solve a national crisis.
Okay. Working with this curtain? I asked for a regular curtain. Could I get... I'm sorry, I'm getting a little angry there. I asked for a different mic than this. I was working with a Sony 1200. I've got
Could I get a close-up shot? Hey, I'm sorry. I'm a little angry, I guess. I've kind of exploded. I'm really... I'm sorry. Hey! Okay, let's get moving now.
Mocking the Nixon era with a banjo was pure 70s brilliance. Suddenly, Steve drops the music to break the fourth wall and stage a backstage meltdown.
Animals, and it's really funny, and everybody laughs and everything. And I had a request to do it tonight, and then I was going to do it, but then I remembered I've done it on the show before, so I was a little confused. I hate to repeat material, yet, you know, I wanted to do the thing, so I've made a compromise. I'm going to make balloon animals, but I'm not going to blow them up. And I think this will be a compromise. It's a puppy dog. Here. This is a cow playing a guitar. Okay.
Parodying a Hollywood diva tantrum was a genius move. Having thoroughly confused the crew, Steve pivots to a classic party trick with a heavily deflated twist.
People. Now here's how it works. Right now, watching television, there's about 20 million people. And out of those 20 million, about 1 million of them are flipping around, trying to figure out what to watch and see who's on Carson tonight, you know. So what we do is, every 10 seconds, 50,000 new people tune in. And they don't know what's happening, they just tuned in. So what we'll do is we'll wait 10 seconds, and I'll start being really weird. And telling jokes that have no punchlines, you know, and you just laugh like crazy, like they're the funniest jokes you've ever heard, you know, I mean, more, this guy is great, he's killing them! And the people...
Visual absurdity requires absolutely zero punchlines. With the crowd firmly in the palm of his hand, Steve recruits the entire studio for a massive television prank.
Okay, got a cute story for you. Wouldn't it be funny if you went home to repair your TV and there was a banana in it? Yeah, beautiful. Got another story for him. Hey, what a great crowd. Fella comes home, opens his refrigerator. There's a clown in his refrigerator. Well, no. He looks at the clown looks at him, the fella says, I didn't expect to see you in there. Thank you.
Turning viewers into accomplices created an unmatched live television experience. When the 10-second countdown finishes, the trap is officially sprung on unsuspecting home audiences.
I like to explain something. See, when I go out on stage, I feel funny. You know, my whole body feels funny. And
you have to get primed for it?
Yeah, I put a slice of bologna in each one of my shoes.
Go around.
Just makes me feel funny.
Pickles work for me, but bologna is
Pickles,
ridiculous, yeah. Okay. How you been? You're writing shows now, aren't you?
I'm just kind of dabbling. I used to write comedy for television all the time, like Sonny and Cher and Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. A lot of cool things like that, but now I'm just... some friends of mine were producing the Dick Van Dyke special, and got involved with that, and it really turned out well. We have the script done, and it's really, in my opinion, exceptional.
You're not going to give up performing.
That orchestrated hysteria is exactly why his live performances were legendary. Finally sitting down with Johnny, Steve reveals the bizarre culinary secret behind his comedic energy. Only Steve Martin could maintain a straight face while discussing deli meats in his footwear. It was exactly this unhinged commitment that made Carson adore him. 3. Steve Martin's unhinged genius. Carson loved Steve's unhinged commitment, especially his wildly arrogant alter ego. Walking out as the self-proclaimed love god, Steve immediately demonstrates exactly how he treats a lucky date.
I know. You want to be like me. A love god. The kind of guy women love to be with on a date. Because I am so suave. Whenever I go to pick them up at their door, I always take their hand and shove it right down my pants.
That jarring transition from a suave gentleman to pure physical absurdity was classic Steve. His terrible dating advice quickly escalates when meeting the girlfriend's parents.
Then I cinch up my belt real tight, and I jump around like crazy. And it's a good idea to always have something nice to say to her parents, like, "Well, Mrs. Johnson, I see where Lucy gets her breasts."
Delivering that wildly inappropriate line with a completely straight face was a comedic tightrope walk. But his Hollywood dating life gets even more surreal.
You know, the love God is so famous that when I came here to LA, a friend of mine came to me and said, "You can have any kind of girl you want." So I chose brown hair, long legs, and really horny. And I got what I wanted. A moose.
Only Steve could make an audience wait in dead silence, just to hit them with a moose punchline. Next, he offers bizarre survival tips for unfaithful lovers.
I'm going to share with you guys the most important thing you'll ever know about women. What to say to her husband in case he catches you in bed with his wife. What I always do, I leap out of bed, look him straight in the eye and say, "That will teach you to send in your census form late." And here's a good alternate. "Maybe you can help me. I was looking for my boat."
Those rapid-fire excuses completely detach from reality, yet he sells every single word. His next demonstration involves mastering the art of the singles bar rejection.
I'm okay. And now, I'm going to teach you something that all men would like to know. The techniques I use to pick up women at the swinging singles bars. So here we go. Thank you, miss.
No words were needed. His brilliant pantomime shattered the love god illusion in seconds. To wrap up the monologue, Steve unleashes his ultimate display of narcissism.
Most of you women in the audience are saying to yourselves, "How can I meet this fancy pants love guy?" Well, you can't. But the next time you're making love with your man, close your eyes and think of me. Because somewhere I will be thinking of me too.
That spectacular display of arrogance perfectly concluded his unhinged monologue. But as Steve finally sits down for the interview, he brazenly shatters the Tonight Show illusion.
Okay.
Hey, now it's show business.
I get so hungry after a monologue.
Well, you work hard.
Yeah,
you
it is
work
hard. You come out here and you sweat and people don't realize. Plus, it's dinner. Can I have a menu, please? Thank you. How's a hamburger? Is that good? I think I'll just have a salad and hamburger and some Roquefort on the salad, I guess. Thank you. Anyway,
Ordering a meal with Rope mid-interview is peak visual absurdity. He then attempts to play the humble guest, delivering a masterclass in Hollywood hypocrisy.
I realize that every time I come on the show, I'm always promoting something, and, I just wanted to come out tonight and not really mention not going to mention it. I mean, I just want to do monologue and
Just to be here.
The only thing I am going to do is I'm going to do the Today Show on Tuesday, and then the David Letterman Show, and that's it.
And that's about it, huh?
And the only thing I will be talking about on those shows is my special, which will be on Tuesday night at 10 o'clock. Excuse me. But you know, it's funny doing a special because you meet a lot of new people, and you're constantly working with new people and new directors.
Parodying the shameless self-promotion of celebrities perfectly captured Steve's genius. He didn't just break the rules of late-night television, he completely rewrote them. 4. Steve Martin's mortifying voicemails. Steve Martin owned the stage by completely abandoning traditional stand-up. Watch as he immediately disarms the audience with a ruthless confession about his new self-help book.
Thank you. Be starting in just a few moments. Just waiting for the drugs to take effect, and then. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm kind of excited tonight. I have a book coming out, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's psychological work. It's called How to Get Along with Everyone. I didn't work on it alone. I worked with this other jerk ex-friend of mine, and so I hope you get that. But. That's it. No, seriously, I do have a book coming out.
That instant pivot from a wholesome psychology author to a petty enemy is pure anti-comedy. Next, Steve launches into a supposedly real-life story with an utterly broken narrative.
I kind of think comedy should be based on real experience. So right now I'd like to do a little thing that happened to me titled The Day the Dopes Came Over. I was sitting at home, peeking through the blinds at my neighbor's wife, minding my own business, when I heard a knock at the door. "Who's there?" I shouted. "We don't know." I knew immediately that the dopes had come over.
A punchline like, "We don't know," brilliantly shatters every rule of storytelling. Once these mysterious guests enter his home, their behavior somehow becomes even more detached from reality.
"Well, what brings you by this way?" "Yup." "Would you like some coffee?" "No, thanks. I think I'll just sit here and suck on this table." He clamped his lips firmly around the table, but still listened intently to the rest of our conversation. "Gall," said one dope. "How long have we been here?" "Oh, about 2 minutes." "Gall, we should have left hours ago."
The visual absurdity of a houseguest sucking on a table bends all logic. Leaving that surreal story behind, Steve prepares for a grand illusion recently imported from Egypt.
You always see these magicians come out and they do these production tricks, but they always have on these big coats and everything, and you know pretty much where it's coming from. But I'm going to do a trick tonight that kind of gets around that problem. I picked this up. I was in Egypt this morning, and I learned this trick, and I'd like to do it for you now. So here we go. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Hey! Hit it. Perfect. All right. Okay, here we go.
Building massive anticipation only to deliver a pointless physical gag is a masterstroke. Having failed at magic, Steve justifies exposing his expensive tan with completely unhinged logic.
Pretty good tan, huh? Yeah. I've been working on this all summer, boy. Cost me plenty to get it, but I'm pretty proud. Okay. Isn't it funny how it's okay to take off your pants if you have on funny underwear? If I had regular underwear on, people go, "Oh, no." Funny underwear, they go, "Oh." Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Stripping down on national television requires immense confidence and truly funny underwear. Fully dressed again, Steve sits with Johnny to broadcast his most mortifying personal voicemails.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow.
It's my cat.
Steve, this is Trudy. Don't be embarrassed about the other night. It can happen to any guy. Hello, Steve. This is Victoria. Don't be embarrassed about the other night. Any guy. It doesn't mean you're not a man. Talk to you later.
Steve, this is Bill. Don't be embarrassed.
Using the rule of 3 to destroy his own masculinity with a guy named Bill was pure genius. But the voicemails from his mechanic escalate into absolute financial ruin.
You know that cigarette lighter that we fixed? We have a real problem down here. It's really the whole electrical system of the car. It's going to cost you about $350. Call me right away, will you?
Meow, 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 meow.
Call back. Cat. Call back.
Steve, this is Ted. I found your earring. Bye. Hello, Steve. This is Ernie down at the garage again. You know, this car, we're having all sorts of problems with it. We're going to have to junk it out. It's going to cost you about $8,000. However, Steve, we were able to save that lighter.
Trashing a $3,000 car just to save an $8 lighter is the perfect comedic payoff. Nobody orchestrated sheer, unadulterated nonsense with more precision than Steve Martin. 5. Steve Martin's Guide to Chaos. Steve Martin elevated anti-comedy by weaponizing audience expectations. Mocking the cheap tricks of other comedians, he immediately executes the exact same cliché with a perfectly straight face.
Comedians come out right off the bat and immediately try and get the audience on their side, some sort of phony audience participation bit, like, how many people are here just visiting from out of state? And everybody goes. But I don't do that sort of thing because it's just a cheap trick, and I know the audience doesn't enjoy it, and I don't enjoy doing it, so that's out. And I'm pretty sure that the audience... Well, let's see, how many people don't enjoy that sort of thing? Right here.
That self-aware hypocrisy brilliantly exposed the mechanics of stand-up. Moving from cheap crowd work to grand illusions, Steve demands total blindness for his next physical transformation.
Okay, I'm going to open right up here. Sort of a comedy impression. All comedians do impressions, but this is one you don't see very often. This is my impression of the incredible shrinking man. Now, in order for me to do this, you have to close your eyes just for about 3 seconds, and then open them again, and you will see right before you the incredible shrinking man. So everyone, close your eyes. Everyone home, close your eyes. I'll tell you when to open them. Okay, open them. That's all right.
Doing absolutely nothing and accepting applause is a masterclass in visual absurdity. He then shifts to human anatomy, pondering a bizarre physical mutation that would destroy show business.
We're really lucky the way the human body turned out. If just one thing had been different, life would be totally weird. Like a simple thing, if instead of having 2 arms, we just had 1 arm right in the center of our body. That would totally put an end to show business, because how would people clap? It would be,
That bizarre anatomical visual perfectly demonstrates his weird sense of humor. Shifting his focus to global issues, Steve proposes a delightfully terrifying solution to the population explosion.
Seeing all these people, there must be 500 people in here and there's millions of people watching at home, I really began to realize we have a population problem. So I gave it some thought, and I came up with a fantastic solution to the population explosion. It's so simple. Death penalty for parking violations.
Solving a global crisis with a minor traffic ticket is beautifully unhinged. His practical life advice only gets more chaotic when addressing the dangers of street muggings.
Now take mugging. That's a problem, right? Getting robbed on the streets. Well, I realized that muggers don't like to rob you if they think you're crazy. So let's say you have $10 and you want to walk down the street with it. First, you wet your pants. Then you wear a tie and set it on fire. But if you don't want to get that involved, a much simpler thing, the moment you are aware you are being robbed, throw up on your money. Oh, that's all right.
Escaping a mugger by throwing up on your own cash is delightfully absurd. Closing his monologue, he delivers a wholesome environmental message with a spectacularly terrible twist.
If you travel around by car in this beautiful country of ours, always take a litter bag in your car because it doesn't take up much room, and if it gets full, you can just toss it out the window.
Completely destroying a positive environmental message is the ultimate deadpan punchline. Sitting down with Johnny, Steve unveils an astonishing, painfully lazy vocal talent he practiced for years.
Story come to life, so I really wanted to learn that. I worked up a sound effects, but totally using just my own voice, no artificial means or anything like that.
How'd it go?
Well, I'll do it for the mic in there.
You want to download it?
Yeah, you really have to have it in the throat to get this. Well, I woke up this morning and had a bowl of cornflakes. Then I went down and started up the car. Then a motorcycle gang charged up. But fortunately, the atom bomb went off.
What's that?
I can do any sound.
Yeah, actually.
Replacing actual sound effects with spoken words is a genius mockery of traditional comedy. Steve Martin didn't just tell jokes, he completely deconstructed the art of performance. 6. Steve Martin ruins Carl Reiner's compliment. Some of the greatest talk show moments happen entirely by surprise. When Johnny asks director Carl Reiner if massive success had changed Steve Martin, a legendary ambush begins.
Sometimes people do. They make a big hit, and all of a sudden...
No, Steve is a very consistent human being. I think he is the same guy he was when he was selling programs at Disneyland. He's been working since he's a kid, and a slow rise. He is very, very successful now, but his success came very, very slowly, up an inch at a time, and everybody thought it was an overnight success, but he struggled from the time he's a kid. He did magic acts. He sold magic at Disneyland. He sold guide books of Disneyland, and he worked very hard, and his success has not changed him at all. As a matter of fact, one of the things I like so much about...
Carl's deeply earnest tribute to Steve's humility creates the perfect comedic contrast. The second Carl finishes his heartfelt compliment. Steve completely shatters the illusion of the grounded star. Violently throwing cash while singing your own theme song is peak visual absurdity. His entrance destroyed Carl's compliment, but his arrogant Hollywood persona is about to get even worse.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey!
I gotta tell you, I'm in Vegas, working at the Riviera. I see the show, and I see... Have we met, by the way?
Yes, we've met.
Oh, I remember now. Carl,
Carl Malden, it's great. You are so funny. You are one funny guy. Anyway.
Feigning amnesia to disrespect the legendary director who just praised him is a brilliant personality collision. Steve then justifies his chaotic intrusion by inventing a bizarre show business
I'm
crime.
working in Vegas, and I see Carl out here not plugging anything, and I can't stand it. It's a crime against television, not to plug, so I thought I'd come on and plug. I'm in Vegas.
That's right, you're in Vegas.
I'm at the Riviera. I just want to plug that.
Yeah, do it.
Anyway. Listen, I gotta catch a plane back to Vegas. It is so great in Vegas!
Parodying the shameless self-promotion of talk show guests perfectly captures his anti-comedy style. Having successfully hijacked the interview, Steve prepares a wonderfully messy exit strategy.
No, they got this stuff there called alcohol. And they give it to you if you win money from them. Listen, I gotta split. I gotta go back.
It's so nice to see you haven't changed, Steve. I want to tell
This is
you.
a regular guy. I gotta be me. I gotta go back to Vegas now, the Riviera. Welcome
Thanks
back.
for dropping in,
Good
Steve.
to see you again. You need this at all?
Leaving a puddle of ice on the guest chair is the ultimate physical punchline to a brilliant cameo. In under 3 minutes, Steve Martin successfully orchestrated pure television chaos. Steve Martin didn't just appear on The Tonight Show, he completely hijacked it. Whether he was playing the arrogant alter ego, throwing cash at the audience, or leaving a puddle of ice on the guest chair, he redefined late-night television. Johnny Carson adored every unpredictable second of this pure anti-comedy. If you loved reliving these legendary moments, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment your favorite Steve Martin memory below.